Good morning. Welcome to the science class. We are going to continue with the explanation of force and energy. Last time I have shared with you a video by which I hope you have understood what are simple machines. Now we are going to read from your book. Okay, children? So let us begin. Simple machines. It is a very important topic, so you should try to understand, okay, and listen very carefully. We apply force to get work done. Sometimes some simple tools help us and make our work easy. They reduce our effort. This can be done by applying force at appropriate point, changing direction of force applied by us. Now mainly these simple machines work on these 2 points only, that they change the direction of the force. Suppose we have to take out water from the well and there is no pulley, and what we will do, we will pull the rope up with the bucket full of water from the well. So when we are pulling the rope without a pulley, then what happens, we are working against the gravitational force. But when we use pulley, then what happens, the rope goes above the pulley and then comes down here like this. Now when you pull the rope down through the pulley, then what happens? You are working towards the gravitational force. So your effort becomes easy and bucket can easily come out of the well. So let us read about different simple machines. Such simple objects or tools that make our work easy are called simple machines. There are 6 types of simple machines. First is pulley. You can see pulley, then lever, then this is wheel and axle, wedge, inclined plane, screw. So there are 6 types of simple machines. First, we are going to read about levers. This is a rod which is fixed at one point and helps to make work easier. Let us take an example. A person lifts a heavy stone using a rod. Now this is the heavy rock which he has to move. This point remains fixed and he rests his rod on a small stone. Now what he does to move this big rock, he puts a small stone here and put the rod on top of it. Then this point is the fixed point. On one end, the man applies force in the downward direction. Now he will pull the rod down to move this stone in the downward direction, that means towards the gravity. So when you pull anything towards the gravity or you push anything, then it is easier because already gravity is pulling everything down. So when this man will pull this rod down, it will be easier for him to lift this stone or make it fall through the cliff. So this simple machine is making the work easy. At the other end, the big stone is present. Hence, we see 3 main points. Now you can see this is the rod, just like this rod. It is fixed at this one point. This point where the rod is fixed is known as fulcrum. Then where the man is making an effort to lift the stone or the weight, this is called effort, and this is called load. This stone here is load. So fulcrum, the fixed point around which the rod can move, effort, the point where the man applies force, and load, the point where the big stone is placed, this point or this point. So this is called lever, and every lever has 3 points: fulcrum, effort and load. So depending on the position of load, fulcrum and effort, levers can be classified into 3 categories. First order lever, second order, first class levers or order, then second class levers and third class levers. So you have to just remember this flea, F-L-E, flea. Suppose fulcrum is in the center, then the lever is of the first class. Then L means load. If load is in the center, then the lever is second class lever, and if the effort is in the center, then the lever is third class lever. So you have to just remember flea, and then you can be able to classify them or recognize the levers depending on the position of the fulcrum, load and effort. So let us read first class levers. That means fulcrum should be in the center. Here the fulcrum lies in the center of load and effort. A pair of scissors, pliers, seesaw, rod and a claw hammer are examples of first class levers. Now they have shown here in scissors also. You can see this screw in the center. You can see this screw. So when you, this is fulcrum, and when you hold the scissor from here and make an effort or push, then this is effort and the paper which you cut is load. So this is class 1 lever. Then pliers, you can see there is this screw, this is fulcrum. Around this, these two rods are moving. It has two rods, one this side, one this side. So they both are moving. And then this plier is working on this, and it is class 1 lever. Then the seesaw also, fulcrum is in the center, effort one side and load one side. Effort can be this side also. When this boy is pulling down, then this is effort, this is load. When this boy is pulling down, this is effort, this is load. So these keep changing, but the center point should remain same, that is fulcrum. Then only this is class 1 lever. Okay children. Now class 2 levers. Here the load lies between the fulcrum and the effort. Wheelbarrow, bottle opener and nut cracker are examples of second class. Now you can see wheelbarrow. In wheelbarrow, this man is moving. He is making effort here. Load is in the center and fulcrum is here at the end. So what is coming in the center? Load. That is second class levers. In this, now this parrot is opening just like a bottle opener. You can see this beak portion where the uh, parrot is resting its beak at a point, that is fulcrum. Then this cap is load in the center and effort made by this parrot. So this is just like bottle opener. You can see here you rest and move the bottle opener. So this is fulcrum. In the center is the lid of the bottle, that is load, and the effort is being made from this end. So this bottle opener works just like this only, and it is second class lever. Then this is nutcracker. You can see fulcrum is in the center, load, that is this walnut is load, and the effort is being made on this side. So center point, you can see the load is in the center. So when the load is in the center, then it is second class lever. Now in third class levers, the effort lies in between the fulcrum and load. Then tongs, tweezers, fishing rod and broom are examples of third class levers. Now you can see this round, this tongs, this end, the two rods move through this end. So this is fulcrum. Effort is from where you hold the tongs, that is effort. And here the thing which you will lift, that is load. So load this side, fulcrum this side, and effort is in the center. When effort is in the center, it is class 3 lever. Then you can see tweezers also. Fulcrum is this, effort you will put from the center, and the load is here. Then fishing rod, you can see this where the cat is holding the rod, that is effort. Then this is load, this fish is load, and fulcrum is this side where it is moving the rod. So effort is coming in the center. This is class 3 lever.